Well, let's see. I'm officially living at my sister's house in New York. And the lavender here has been that way for probably a month. Even though today is the first official day of winter, and it's also my oldest sister's birthday. We moved up here after my brother died, and I didn't want to leave Florida. There were several reasons for that. My sister basically pointed out before she left that you got 3 different people in one household, and they're all at different stages of grief. And I often feel like I cannot express how I feel. Because I may upset either my mother or my sister. Other than I felt like I really just need to be on my own. I actually felt that way before my brother died. And besides that, the loss of privacy. My mother just knocked on the door because I shut my TV off, which means her TV was off. So, because I wasn't watching it, it's the way that they're set up here, and I don't have any complaints about that. She can't sleep without the TV, and I know what that's like. I used to be that way. No, it's not really. I'm not the only one that's dealing with things. Everybody else is dealing with things too, and I know that. But in my mind, I was done being winterized. Like I spent more time down south than I had up here more than half my life at this point. The dog is downstairs. My sister's kids. They're her kids. I'm looking like a little Yahoo series at the moment, eh? And it's almost Christmas, and it's gonna be really hard without my brother, and I'm kind of concerned. I'm concerned about the gifts that I got my sister. I'm concerned about the gifts I got my mother. And I'm hoping that I'm not going to end up like on the porch freezing my ass off in the snow here. But that remains to be seen. So I can't, I always had issues with vocals, so I don't like the way I sound, so I'm not not consistent with that, but beyond that, not wanting anybody to be home while I'm doing that, and not really feeling comfortable being home by myself. I mean, literally here, I am actually I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, literally, we're in the mountains of upstate New York, and I can't go for a walk to clear my head. I had a lifelong friend, well, at least since I was a teenager, get in touch with me and asked me to do a portrait of her and my friend Doris, our mutual friend. They were my therapist. One was occupational, the other was physical. And she wanted me to do the portrait for free. And I kind of got a bug up my ass over that because I've been doing it since I started actively painting. Giving away my stuff for free. And she presented it to me like it was a novel idea. Hey, you should do this and give them away for free for Christmas. Right? So I told her that she'd have to wait. I'd do it on my own terms. Well, I ended up just going ahead and doing the digital portrait because I don't have the resources here to do it with canvas and paint. Everything's in storage, so. And even, I could actually do like a portrait with paint on paper. That would work, but there's no way to drop it off. They don't take pickups out here. So I told her if she wanted me to do that, she's going to have to wait a few months. Well, I haven't heard from her, so I don't know if she really likes it or not. It looks a bit cartoonish to me. And I'm struggling. I don't, trying to go with the flow, and it's really hard because I wake up and at some point during the day, the prevalent thought is, can I go home now? My mother knew that I wanted to take classes, these music courses online. It's computer music, basically, and I wanted to take these courses and get trained. You can become a trained instructor in this particular area, and I wanted to do that so I could get a job, get off Social Security, and kind of just decide, finally call my own shots. But then she called Social Security to update them that I had moved, and then, to situate that whole thing, she conveniently forgot to ask them about that, knowing how important it was to me. And I can't call her because I don't have a phone. So that's another thing, and of course that's to her advantage. I can't use her phone. She's not going to allow that. I know that. I'm not going to bother to ask. She wants me to stay with her. If she didn't want me to stay with her when I said I would find my own place before we met, she would have acted the way she did and said, no, I just lost one kid. I'm not going to lose another. Even though she knew that I wanted to get my own place several months before. And I had talked to her about that I had been looking. She tells me to stop saying that I'm stuck. Stop saying you're stuck. Stop pushing it in my face. Stop telling me you're stuck. But it's hard when you're in my position not to do that. And often I feel like this camera is the only thing that I have to talk to. It's the only place where I can really be honest. I understand that my mother is absolutely devastated. Okay, I get it. I'm fine, and I also understand that I'm I'm not fine. But what I meant to say is that I am fine 1 minute, and then the next minute I'm just bawling. And so I understand that I'm grieving. I talk to him, try to tell him how I feel. I don't even know if he can hear me. I wonder if he can hear me. I don't know for certain. I mean, he's cremated, so I don't know if I struggle with that. Even though your body and your soul is supposed to be separate, and I don't really believe that it has anything to do with what you believe versus what you don't. My brother didn't really believe in a higher power, so I refuse to believe that people are just a blip on the radar screen, and then once they're gone, and that's it. I don't want to be part of a universe that saw fit to create my brother. And was he perfect? No, absolutely not. Did some horrible things. Everybody has a dark side. But I don't want to be part of a universe that saw fit to create my brother, and then once they're gone, they're just, it's like they never existed. I mean, I struggle with that, I think, the most. I just want out. I have these, like, I'm not an idiot, I'm delusional. My brain just goes to places that are ridiculous, like, if I did a portrait of some celebrity, maybe they'd notice it, and I would be able to get out of here. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm nobody. And even if that did come out, my mother would find a way to make it so I couldn't go. She just said absolutely not, and I'd get out of it. I need my life to have a purpose, and apparently no one else understands that.